Ever since we launched the 9800 X3D, gamers all around the world have been blown away at the leap in gaming performance. Lenovo and AMD have partnered close to over 2 decades.
And what began 25 years ago as an hardware collaboration is now a shared mission to bring AI to life.
We are partnering with AMD because your latest processors deliver the performance and the leadership AI capabilities, as well as the manageability and the security that are essential for the modern workplace.
Just last year here in Beijing, I spoke about how AI would bring transformational changes to the PC market over the coming 12 months. Well, here we are. And that shift has not only happened, it's speeding up faster than I ever imagined. Every decision we make starts with a simple question. Does this make gaming better for the people who love it the most? That spirit of openness guides how we build our technology.
Within 3 years, that this new AI developments going to dramatically change the foundation of my industry. So that makes this partnership is even more important to me. And that is a vision I wish we could share together.
Good morning, everyone. You guys don't know, but Vamsa and I have a shared mission to bring AI to everyone everywhere. We actually went to the same school in the same department, electrical and computer engineering, so we're brothers. By the way, I love San Francisco. If I was not living in Austin, Texas, this is where I would live. It's actually my most favorite city in the world. And thank you so much for joining us. To all the developers, the researchers, the founders, open source contributors, AI builders, innovators, thank you. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your journey. Thank you, thank you. And at AMD, we believe high performance computing is the foundation of the modern world. And AI is the most exciting frontier of that mission. Honestly, it's the most exciting frontier of our generation. But the landscape is changing at an unprecedented speed. AI, as we know it, is at an inflection point. Now consider this today. More than 1 billion people use AI every single day. In less than 4 years, that number is going to be 5 billion. Almost everyone on Earth. It actually took 45 years for half the world to use PCs, 27 years for the internet, 15 years for smartphones. Compared to any of these, the pace of AI adoption is unprecedented. It's earth-shattering from anything we've ever imagined. But here's the truth. As you guys all know, the path to 5 billion isn't free. As much as we want to give away a $250, that might get you like 10 minutes. No, inference token demand is growing so fast, honestly, at exponential rates, even at AMD. Take OpenRouter as an example. They went from 2 trillion tokens processed in February of 2025 to 42 trillion just earlier this year. That kind of explosive growth is unbelievable. And companies are certainly feeling the pain of compute cost. And this morning, my Uber was late because it ran out of AI tokens. So I had to try Lyft. And AI agents are so powerful, but most agentic systems today are still inefficient. They waste tokens, they repeat work, and at times they endlessly call tools that they don't need, which we've all have experienced. They can become chaotic, and chaotic in AI means expensive to test and expensive to run. For developers, that adds the scaling challenge. So we ask ourselves, what would a more efficient game plan for AI development actually look like? That's what I want to share with you here today. At AMD, we believe AI development moves through 3 phases: development, test at scale, and deployment. Different work, different constraints. And the reason isn't just cost. For years, we assumed compute was the only constraint. Bigger GPUs, bigger clusters, bigger bills. But compute is no longer the only defining constraint. Compute matters for prefill, as we all know, but memory plays a much bigger role than it used to. Memory size sets the model you can run and the context window you can get. Memory bandwidth sets how fast it decodes. Look at the AI hardware roadmap through that lens, and everything changes. My sister loves Tiffany's. So I was shopping, and I thought, you know what? She'll be very happy that I get a rose gold necklace for her birthday. But instead, she texts me she wants more memory. It's probably more expensive than a Tiffany's necklace now. Which is exactly why we built my baby, the Ryzen AI Max. 128 gigabytes of unified memory. The ability to run frontier-class models, not quantized down, not in pieces, fully on device, cloud-grade deployment experience on a system that fits in your backpack. This is actually one of the smallest AI development boxes in the world, and we're bringing it to the market in June. Thank you so much, Paulo. And here what that unlocks. Take Huynh 3.5, 120 billion parameters, 10 billion active, amount on par with Cloud Sonnet 4.5 running locally. The brain, 71 gigabytes. We give it some memory, a massive 260,000 token context window, 6.8 gigs on top. We give it some hands with the agent harness and some overhead oxygen to run, another 16 gigs, all of it, 94 gigabytes of unified memory on one machine, full coherence between CPU and GPU. In the economics, against NVIDIA's DGX Spark, Ryzen AI Max delivers 1.4x the tokens per second per dollar on Huynh 3.5 12022B, and 1.4x on GLM 4.7 flash. This is why we believe Ryzen AI Max to be the smart, cost-efficient choice to AI development. No token or credit meter running. No third-party vendor locking you out of sessions. Ryzen AI Max is a machine to reimagine how we develop AI. Then we move to phase 2. The moment you move from develop to test at scale, everything shifts. AI agents aren't single calls. They're chains. A coding agent generates, inspects, revises, and runs again. A support agent calls APIs, checks policy, drafts a response. A multi-step, multi-call, multi-agent. You need to test at production speed. Anything slower, and you just can't iterate fast enough. That's where Radeon AI Pro R9700 comes in. Built for developers who need more than a laptop, but aren't ready to push everything to production infrastructure. A powerful local engine for prototyping, fine-tuning, and inference development. Against NVIDIA's RTX Pro 4500, 1.8x the tokens per second per dollar on GPT OSS 20B on a single GPU. 1.7x on Huynh 3 30B on 2 GPUs. Strong workstation performance for developers looking to emulate real scale performance. But a GPU is only as good as the system it sits in. AI workloads aren't just matrix multiplication. They're orchestration, data movement, and tool calls. They have multiple agents running at once, and you need a host that can set it up. And that's my other baby, the Threadripper Pro 9000. It's the world's fastest workstation CPU, something we're so proud of AMD. When you're building complex AI systems, you need a CPU platform that can keep the GPUs fed. You need memory bandwidth, PCIe lanes, and ability to support multi-GPU configurations. Threadripper Pro is a catalyst that turns your workstation into a serious development node. And there's nothing like it on the market. Compared to Intel's best, 2.2x faster rendering, 1.5x faster tokens per second. This is something on our roadmap that we continue to keep pushing the envelope. 128 PCIe 5.0 lanes mean you can feed 4, 6, 8 Radeon AI Pro GPUs from a single host. No bottleneck. And put it all together, Threadripper Pro at the heart, a wall of Radeon AI Pro GPUs, all of it under your desk. For AI developers, this is a powerful, because it gives you cloud-like development, capability under your own control. You can build locally, test aggressively, and optimize before deployment in a very cost-effective manner. That's how you scale with confidence. And then it's showtime. Real customers with real traffic and production load. This is when you can scale out. Production-grade AI demands production-grade infrastructure, multi-GPU rigs, sustained throughput, capacity that flexes with demand. And here's the beautiful part. The Radeon AI Pro you use to test at scale will also scale straight into production multi-GPU configuration. Same architecture, same node, same software stack. Whether you build server blades with Radeon AI Pro, or with instant accelerators like MI350 series, the work you did in phases 1 and 2 doesn't get thrown away. It grows up with you. That's the experience we want developers to experience. A continuum of development environments that just work together simply. But hardware alone is not enough. What connects all of this is a software stack. And developers need confidence that if you build on AMD, the stack will continue to improve and mature. And this is what our #1 priority at AMD is right now. This is why our software investment is so important, from silicon to frameworks. For the past 18 months, we've accelerated ROCm development to make it easier for all of you to run on open standards across different systems. Ryzen AI Max for local development, Radeon AI Pro and Threadripper Pro at test to scale, and Radeon AI Pro Epic Instinct for data center deployment. That's the hardware foundation. But hardware is only half the equation, as you guys all know. The developer story is the hard part. For that, I want to welcome my good friend, Anush Ilangovin, CVP of GP AI Software, to the stage. Anush, come on out. I saw a dancing video of Anush on social media, so I thought you might dance a little bit. Anush, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me.
I thought you were going to introduce me as my third baby.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, Anush, it's so great to have you here. By the way, Anush moves at the speed of light. I try very hard to keep up with him. So, Anush, we talk so much about being open at AMD, right? It's the foundation of, I believe when it's open, our superpower is we work all together and raise all boats. But what does open mean to you?
That's a very good question, Jack. I think open is more than a license for us. Open is, it's even beyond a strategy, right? And so for us, open is a philosophy. And when it's a philosophy, you subscribe to it, you do everything to make sure you're successful. And so for us, it's a philosophy of togetherness, together bringing everyone along, raising all boats, making sure the collective intelligence of what we are developing is available for everyone, right? And so when we make progress in whether it's a kernel library, whether it's models, we want it to get back into the shared intelligence that we're building, and I'd call it shared infrastructure, right? Because AI is infrastructure. And so open gives us that from a philosophical standpoint, but also we subscribe to it because it allows us to enable frontier models to train on our source code, on our architectures, be better on our architectures, and that flywheel is just getting started, like you saw in Vamsi's slides. All of agentic AI optimizations happen seamlessly on AMD's platform because there are years and years worth of ISA specs and architectures that are available that make it fast. So it allows us to move really, really fast because we're open.
Definitely, and we're so committed toward this mission. Now, Anush, I was looking at the stat, and ROCm powers 8 out of top 10 AI labs. I think many people in the world don't even know this because we're a pretty humble company, right? But how does AI actually help ROCm move faster?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. ROCm increasingly is deployed in the most complex, demanding production workload scenarios. But it's a virtuous cycle, right? So that allows AI to be built, but now that AI is coming in to rewrite a lot of the ROCm code base itself, right? And the ROCm code base now, I would say, is getting increasingly agentic, as much as we publish documents and DSLs for humans, there's enough architectural exploration and material for agents to act on. And so now it's truly an agentic platform. It's agentic to power agentic use cases, but it itself is getting rewritten with agents.
No, I love it. I love it. Now, Anush, software tokens plus time. I mean, the token cost is so high, so high. So, can you talk about our philosophy versus CUDA and
Yes.
why it makes so much more sense to go with AMD and ROCm?
Yes. So I mean,
Yes.
open is definitely one of it, right? And like I almost prophesize or software is just tokens and time now. If you get enough tokens, you're good. And AMD has a pervasive AI hardware strategy, just like what you mentioned. Everything from your local laptops, it has enough on your NPUs, your GPUs, and your CPUs to generate tokens that can be consumed by you locally. And also, when you need the frontier intelligence, you can go to the cloud. But I will just bring all of that into, the only moat that you have is speed. It's how fast you move and how fast you can actually iterate and move from like intent ideation to production, and that should be measured in the order of days, right? And we'll do everything to enable you as developers to be, to get the hardware and the software to be able to move at that speed.
Yes. Thank you, Anush. Now, Anush, we gotta do something fun, right? We're all software engineers, right?
Yes.
And I'm a T-shirt guy, so I know we all love T-shirts. So I thought we wanted, as a thank you to all of you, to the developers. I mean, our mission is what? Manish,
Yes.
Let's get started. What? Developers?
Yeah,
Developers.
So we
So,
have
what's
some
up?
T-shirts here, so we're going to
Yes.
give some T-shirts. But I think before we get started,
Yes.
there are a few special T-shirts that are worth $4,000. You want to tell them about it?
Oh yeah. See, I was going to tell at the end, but as a big thank you, of course, we have very fun T-shirts. We're going to donate, one of my favorite laptops, the HP ZBook mobile workstation, which has our Strix Halo Ryzen AI Max. It's a $4,000 machine, so some lucky users might get this in a random T-shirt. So
It's in the
you
T-shirt,
can't get
so
it. So
whoever
here,
gets
let's
it
go.
can-
Here we go.
All right, so we'll see.
We can help some of us.
All right,
Here we go.
let's see.
Okay,
who else-
this is the football
Further.
schoolhouse.
Okay, all right.
Here.
The throw is not
Hey, let me
good.
walk here. I got to get out there. I got to get
By
way
the
out
wall,
there.
okay.
Here.
Oh, sorry.
Here.
Not good.
Oh, in front?
Oh, yes, that side.
Here in front here.
I think we have.
How's that? How's that?
Oh, all
Hey,
right,
Nick,
one
wait,
more.
come on, help us, Nick. Nick, come on, help us. So you actually have to open the T-shirt.
Last one.
And know if you, here. I'll make sure I
Okay.
know. I'll get there.
So there should be three of you that have. Oh, there's one
You
over
guys
here.
open it. One over here.
Oh, there's more. Hold on.
There's
hold
more.
on.
Nick. Do we have?
Let
Hey,
me
Nick, you
help
want
you.
to help us? Nick. You're too fast.
All right.
Here.
I'm.
Here. Here, let me go over here. There we go. How's that? There we go. Nush, thank you. So if you got a little note from us for the Strix Halo Ryzen AI Max mobile workstation, please come on stage. Come on stage. That's 1, 2, 3. Come on here.
One more.
So, want to give you. By the way, this is the machine I'm using. $4,000 T-shirt, or a T-shirt plus this, right? Yes. Not bad. Okay, congratulations. Please develop on this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shall we take a picture with them?
Yes.
Let's take a picture. Come on, let's take a picture. Here, you guys come. Oh, I'll go to the middle here. Come here, Manish, come here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Enjoy, okay?
So I think we got the coffee. I hope you got the coffee there. So we got the coffee, we got the T-shirts,
Yes,
and we got the compute.
exactly.
So now we are ready to develop.
If anyone that didn't get a T-shirt, please. But we also use AI to make faster T-shirts.
Yes.
I told Anusha we gotta create a T-shirt last Thursday, and Anush made it happen. So we actually had a T-shirt cannon, but my
Yes, there was a T-shirt cannon, but we got stopped at security.
Exactly,
We're gonna, shoot that
exactly.
out
We'll
right
make it
now.
fun. We'll make it fun. So, Anush, you gotta tell us. We joke about developers, but to me, developers are the lifeblood of the community. It's the technical foundation of not just AMD, but the entire world. What are we doing to make developers just easier to adopt AMD, to code on AMD, and to have everything just backwards compatible?
Yeah. So number one, we're listening, right? We want to be humble about it. We're very ambitious about what we want to do with the ROCm ecosystem. We want it to be the most developer-friendly ecosystem, and we will do everything to make that happen. And so I get a lot of feedback. We process every one of your feedback, and we internalize it. And some of it takes some time, and that's OK. But we're going to grind that down because we do believe that we can build the best platform to develop AI when we are open and we have a very solid portfolio of hardware backing it. And then obviously we have, like Vamsi mentioned, you have the Instinct side where you can get a developer crowd access and go log in, work on it. The Strix Halo machines, the AI Halo box. So everything from client to the cloud, we want to have a footprint where you can actually just consume hardware without constraints. We want you to move at the speed that you are thinking of executing, not at the speed that we can enable you, right? So we don't want a closed library that you have to come to us and ask for something, right? Like it's open. If you want to and you want to rewrite it, you just do it. Just for the kick of it, I rewrote something in Rust because I didn't know anything in Rust, but my agents were able to operate on it. So we want you to be able to move at the speed that that you have to be successful in this AI transition. And so we'll be there along the way to help you with that.
Correct. Anything you guys need, Kanta and Anuj, Vamsi, or myself, we're so committed to this space. I read every comment, every email, every social media we get tagged on. And we're working very, very hard to improve our speed of adoption. I always tell you, we've got to move at the speed of light, right? We're going for 100x speed. There's no longer this 20% faster speed. So anything you guys need, we're in this for the long run. We're playing the long game. But we're trying to rapidly do everything possible to make your lives as easy as possible. So thank you again.
Thank you.
And Anuj, thank you, okay? Of course. Oh, so actually, some of these teachers had a $250 code. I think some. Oh, after the $4,000 mobile workstation, we did. No one wants $250, right? $250. But there was some codes in some of these T-shirts too. So, as you guys know, I actually love to do live demos. So it's a little bit risky, as everyone tells me. But we actually have some fun demos to show you on the HP ZBook mobile workstation we just gave away that's running on Ryzen AI Max. So for that, I'd like to bring our software developer superstar, Alex, to the stage to help me. So Alex, come on out. Alex, how do I get this T-shirt?
Thanks, Jack.
They never give me these T-shirts.
Thanks,
So Alex, thank you so much. So Alex, can you tell a little about yourself to our friends here?
Hi, I'm a software developer, Jack, at AMD for 3 years. Most recently, I've been just focused on bringing AI to local hardware.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you have a few demos here, right?
Yeah.
To show us. So what are you thinking?
So Jack, agentic coding has been amazing. But honestly, it's a big part of my credit card bill. You know it.
Yes.
So there's the $200 credit card, the subscriptions for coding. And if you're not paying that, you're almost always running out of tokens, especially before that demo. And Jack, this is a problem, and there has to be a better way of solving this. And honestly, what we realize is that a lot of the tasks that we're doing, a lot of the coding that we're doing, may not actually have to use the frontier APIs, the frontier closed source models that are on cloud. Jack, what you said earlier about bringing that development phase of where you're prototyping, where you're just bug fixing, and you're just writing a lot of code that you're going to rewrite and redesign. Maybe all of that does not have to be on cloud.
Correct. There's absolute synergy between the cloud and the endpoints.
Exactly.
And what can we do to maximize and get efficient as possible on tokens? We want the complex models in the data center and maybe some small, medium models locally.
Exactly. I totally agree. So, Jack, today I want to show you and I want to convince you guys how easy it is to set up and build and run your coding agents on a Ryzen AI Strix Halo.
Wonderful. Shall we try to see it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But before we start,
Oh, that's right. You want to talk about?
I want to show
Yes.
you something cool.
Let's see it.
I want to show you how easy it is to actually bring in your entire coding framework to a Ryzen AI. So we built Lemonade for that.
Woohoo!
All right, so
Yes.
with Lemonade, it is one-click install. It is your local model server for runtime. It does everything for you. So whether you're on a Windows, or whether you're on a Strix machine, whether you are on a Linux machine, whether you have a Kraken, whether you're a Gorgon point, all of it is just handled by the installer. The installer handles the downloading of the runtime packages that you want, the Llama CPP builds for ROCm. There's all of the dependencies that you have for running these models on NPU, on GPU, on CPU. All of this is handled by Lemonade with that one-click simple installer. That's what I wanted to highlight.
Alex, I love it. So it runs on just different compute engines of all sizes.
Exactly. And Jack,
Yes.
it also runs multimodal capability. So you can run text models, you can run vision models, you can run audio models. And a lot of these wonderful features, Jack, are being built by our huge community that Lemonade has. So a huge shout out to our community members for Lemonade who are actually here today with us.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, Alex, I love that everything is local, everything is private. Now I think they're getting anxious.
Exactly.
We gotta see something live.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
more videos.
Check that out. So you just Lemonade launch
Yes.
any coding agent, whether
Yes.
it's open code or cloud code that you use or Codex, whatever you like. Just one click and it is in your machine.
By the way, I've learned each time I do these demos, I was like, is it live or is it not live? So I asked the camera to show behind Alex to see if we can do it real time. So Alex, what do you have here for us today?
Jack, this is one of my personal projects.
Yes.
Jack. This is something that I built for a friend of mine. She runs a clinic in rural Colorado,
Yes.
and she's drowning in patient data and so much paperwork. Honestly, this is the time that our physicians don't have. They're handling over 2,500 patients in their daily lives. So I thought maybe we could make this easier and private and safe. So what you're seeing now is a doctor dashboard. It's got 3 agents. So I wired up an intake agent. So what this happens is, imagine a patient walks in. When a patient walks in, the intake agent is triggered. As soon as it's triggered, it's going in and extracting all of the information associated with that patient, whether it's the history, labs, medications, all of the other results and test cases, all of them are captured here. Now the doctor has an idea. From here, we go to the next agent. So the next agent here is a knowledge agent. So based on the profile data, the knowledge agent is going to retrieve all of the information and actually build a knowledge base of that patient on your local machine. So this gives the doctor the capability to identify correlations, conditions, labs, findings, all of that in a quick, unique way, because Jack, every patient is unique.
Right,
It has to be presented in an easy to understand, easy to correlate fashion so that, the doctor can map and quickly come to a conclusion on what they have to handle.
So it's not just aggregating data, it's actually being smart, prioritizing, analyzing everything.
Exactly, you got it. And from there, let's look at the patient briefing agent. So this agent, what it does is, it takes in the intake information, it takes in the knowledge that it's built, and now it's creating a quick, readable summary for a doctor to go on and onwards, right? So the doctor knows everything's getting captured here. So as soon as that doctor walks into the patient's room, they know exactly what to talk about. They know what to focus on. They know what matters to the patient. So this is saving a ton of time and energy for our doctors.
No, I love it. I love it. I mean, one of our missions at AMD is to make healthcare better for everyone. And even HIPAA laws in the US, you cannot send a patient's private data to the cloud.
Yeah.
So it must be done local. And with the
Exactly.
security and the speed, it's incredible what we're doing.
Yeah, all of this is done locally, Jack.
Yes.
So all of the inference that we just did is actually using a Qwen 3.5 35 billion model. These local models are getting really awesome, by the way, and that's why we're here today to show this, that we believe in this, in the capabilities of these local models, and it's using Lemonade to serve these models locally.
No, I love it. I love it. So, I mean, this is just the beginning. As models get more efficient, faster speed, proliferate this across all of healthcare, helping doctors be more efficient, don't have to do all the aggregation and waste so much time.
Yeah, exactly, Jack. That's the goal.
perfect.
Okay, so this was just one demo.
Yeah, so what else do you have? You have something else, right?
I have something else to show you.
Yes, let's see it.
So the next one that I have, folks, is not a demo. It's actually a real workflow, real-life automations that we use in our team. So Jack, case in point is my colleague, Krishna.
Yes.
He's a total 10x developer. He has 100 PRs open everywhere. He's maintaining like 20 repos. He's on like a dozen Discord channels. He's maintaining all of these all by himself, along with this day job. So I don't know how he does that. So he built this. So let's take a look.
Let's check it out.
Yeah. So every day, a developer wakes up. They're just sleeping and waking up, but the agents never went to sleep.
I thought developers work 24/7.
No, wait, Jack. We have
They
lives.
sleep.
So the agent's
Yes.
gone in and it's extracted everything from GitHub, from Discord, from some Reddit channels that he wants to focus on. It's gone into his emails, all of the repos that he wants to focus on. So this kind of personalization is already done for you. And so by the time you get that coffee and you sit in front of your desk, it is all done for you. You know exactly what to prioritize on. You know exactly what you are interested in. So that's the power of having agents just running all the time. And they're still running.
Yes.
They're running locally. If you were to run this on a Frontier API, it would cost you $25 a day easily. But locally, $0. Let me quickly show you
Sure.
what it's actually done. So at the end of all of this scraping, it's come up with this presentation here, where you have all of the data captured and downloaded for you. So you
Let me
come.
check out Discord channel.
Oh, yeah, we can check out a Discord channel. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so if you see this, the agents got all of this scrape. Look at the volume of discussions that's happening. And it's gotten different categories allocated here: handled, monitor, and act. So you know exactly where you want to focus your energy on. So for example, let me go check out something that the agent thinks I should monitor. Okay, so one of this is saying that a user is noticing that a Qwen 3.6 is better at performance and better at prompt caching for his experiments. So let's go check it out. Okay, so we're opening the Discord channel. Jack, as you see, there's a ton of Discord channels that's going on. And I want to say that this is a great insight. This is a real developer with real insights. And I don't want to miss it. I don't want it to get buried. And what agent did here is that it's popped it up. It surfaced what I think it prioritizes for me. And it's not because it's a top voted discussion. It thinks it's important for me, and I don't want to miss it out. So that's the Discord channel. You want to go check out something else? Maybe?
Sure. I'm sure you have a channel with emails from Vamsi and me, so you make sure you reply right away.
Exactly. Is it me or is it
Yes,
my agent?
Your agent, yes.
Maybe we can go check out one of our repos
Sure.
on Lemonade. So Lemonade is our open source
Yes.
project that I was just talking about. And so we want to make sure that we're giving the right love to all of the PRs that are coming in. How do we do that? So maybe I can open one of these top action items here. So I have to know that, okay, I need to go look at one of these PRs that the community members contributed to. Okay, this one's talking about someone adding dynamic and memory-aware context size setting for Llama CPP. It's a real issue. So
Yes.
that's a great feature, Jack, and our community is contributing to that. So we go in there, we check out the draft, check out their PR, explore it, have our agents trigger it. So it's streamlining that hours of work into a quick outlook. Maybe we can even go check out something else that's going on. What would you like to do? Maybe we can go look at a Reddit
Yeah,
thread.
sure, let's check out Reddit.
Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are on Local Llama, and maybe we can look at, hey, what's going on in some of the top actions. Jack, a user here is asking for local model recommendations for a Framework 13 laptop. See, these are cases where we can actually go in and help these users. We would never see this otherwise, right? Because this is not a trending post.
Correct,
But
correct.
agent thinks that this is something
It's
that
important to us.
Exactly.
No, I love it. I
Exactly.
love it.
So we can go in there, we can add our comments, we can support the community as soon as these things pop up. And we're always with our
I
community.
love it. You know, but one thing, you said a 10x developer. I need a 100x developer.
You
So
got it.
I think this is amazing. Alex, this is so cool. Everything done local. Obviously, we'll use the cloud. We need to use the cloud.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a cloud outage a couple days ago?
Yeah, but it didn't
So
bother me.
It didn't bother you, right? So, hey, Alex, thank you so much for taking the time. Really
Absolutely.
appreciate it. This is wonderful.
Yep.
Okay,
Thanks.
take care. Okay,
Thanks,
of
Jack.
course.
Hope
Thank
you enjoyed
you.
the
Of
episode.
course. So what you saw is, just the hardware and the software, and AMD. We're trying to put this all in your hands right now, and here's what we have for you to get started. So we have 4 QR codes. Everyone could take a picture, right? So easy, right? Easy. So 1, we have the AMD Developer Cloud. Free trial, 0 commitment, start here. 2, learn and build with ROCm. We have tutorials, videos, benchmarks, the doc site that you guys have always wished for, asked for. We built it, so everything is here. And then 3, ROCm on GitHub, right? Issues, PRs, hackathons. I mean, the future gets built in the open, and you're a part of it. And 4, notebooks.amd.com, right? 0 setup other than just logging in. And if you want a shortcut, look at our newest AI playbook site. Everything you're about to experience today, if you play the video, everything you're about to experience today, you'll find it right here. We have a great landing page here. You click on tutorials, whatever you want. We have a step-by-step to walk you through how to set it up. And by the way, we're constantly getting feedback from the community, so we're constantly updating this page to make it as easy as possible. And a ton of information here for everyone. And our goal is to make not just developers, any end user just easy to set up. We have everything on GitHub as well. And I actually want to end where I started today. 5 billion people are going to use AI in less than 4 years, right? 42 trillion tokens a month, and only probably double, triple from there. The companies that win the next 5 years are going to be the ones that adopt AI, right? And going to be the ones who are leveraging both the cloud and local compute. They're going to be the ones that's going to change the world. They're going to be the ones that runs AI everywhere. And our vision is cloud when it must, edge when it should, local when that's enough. And that's the future we're building at AMD. That's the future we're building our silicon for. That's the future that ROCm is built to serve. So to all of you, to everyone in the developer community, Vamsi and myself want to say a big thank you. Your work powers our roadmap. I'm a very demanding person, so is Vamsi. I mean, we beat up our engineering team every single day, both hardware and software, so we can move even faster for all of you. Your imagination, your feedback is what makes all of this worthwhile. Big things are coming at AMD, so please join us, build with AMD. Let's make the next 5 years count. Thank you so much.